Now, for today's mantra, I want you to sit nice and comfy, whether you're on your yoga mat. I want you to close your eyes. This is going to create a little bit of imagery. And today's mantra, oh, it's such a powerful, beautiful, beautiful, short, sweet, concise message, but it's really going to create the image in your mind. So with the eyes closed, I want you to just start to notice your breath. Deep breath in. Ah, let it go. Long breath out. Loud sighs encouraged. You're muted. We can't hear you. It's okay. Deep inhale here. And release. Give me one more deep breath in. And release. So start to begin to cultivate the Ujjayi breath, breathing in and out of the nose. Allow yourself to just feel settled in your breath. And as we know as yogis, sometimes that takes a bit of time, and that's okay. Now, I want you to create the image in your mind of a country road surrounded by mountains, greenery, wildflowers. And I want you to draw your attention to the road itself, the asphalt. And as you know, whether you're taking a walk on your road or a drive, just enjoying the beauty of nature, you'll notice there's a crack in the asphalt, as there often is. And then all of a sudden, you're going to notice a beautiful wildflower growing out of the crack all by itself. I just want to have you hold that image in your mind while I read you today's mantra. Thinking about that wildflower, today's mantra, if it's meant to be, it will find a way. If it's meant to be, it will find a way, just like that wildflower found a way to grow out of the crack. So however that may apply to you, to your life, on the mat, off the mat, just remember today, if it's meant to be, it will find a way. Exhale all the air from the body. Take a deep breath in, fill the heart space, fill the head space, the belly. Feel the lungs expanding and allow yourself to pause at the top of the breath. Open mouth, sigh, release. One more breath. Breathing into that thought, if it's meant to be, it will find a way. Pausing at the top of your inhale. The deep release. Gently blinking the eyes to open. And just taking that thought with you. Let's start on our mats. So go ahead, grab your blocks, grab your strap, find your hydration. I'm going to demonstrate that right now. As you know, I always really support good hydration. We're going to start seated today at the center of our mat. So crisscross applesauce. And you may want to sit on a block if you want those hips higher up than the knees. That's always helpful, especially if your body is feeling like it's a Monday. I know I started that way earlier today. It's really Tuesday, my friends. The good news is we're one day closer to Friday for those of you counting down. Take a deep breath in with me. Deep breath out. Now don't forget that Ujjayi breath. Seal at the lips. Good. Let the hands just rest on the legs. On your next inhale, I want you to take a nice cow variation. So lift the heart, arching the spine, relax the shoulders down. Inhale. Good. As you exhale, keep relaxing the arms, shoulders, round the spine, chin to chest. Exhale. Cat variation. A few more. Inhale. Arching right into our cow variation. And then exhale, rounding the spine. Just notice how that feels in your body. A few more. Working to the rhythm of your own breath. You might notice you're moving faster than my cue or slower, both equally as valuable. And again, inhale, arch the spine, lift the heart. And last one, exhale, find your beautiful cat shape. Good, coming back to let the spine stack, head and neck will stack. Reach out with the right fingertips far from the body, and then inhale the left hand high, draw that beautiful rainbow up. As you exhale, reach for the right side of your space, root down that left sit bone, stretch the left side body. Now you might want to block underneath that right hand for support. It's always a great option. Otherwise, draw the rainbow with me. Inhale, left arm up. As you exhale again, reach out to the side. Right arm is going to float up and over. Now, I don't want you to think of being heavy in that left side body. Rather, elongate both sides of the body. I'm finding space here. Another breath. Good. Now, on your inhale, reach for my hand. Draw that rainbow forward. Beautiful stretch of the body. Place that right hand back where it was. Left arm back up. All kinds of rainbows today to start our practice. Beautiful breath in. Feel the sides of the neck lengthening. Chin moves away from the chest. Draw that rainbow toward me again. Really stretch the back body. Let that left hand down. Right hand reaches up and overhead. Good. I was so excited for our class today. I forgot to put my hair back. Isn't that fun? Good. Now on your next inhale, draw half a rainbow. Reach for my hand, right side. Left side reaches to meet. Hands may come to a block here. Otherwise, exhale all the way down. Now, if that third eye doesn't come to the mat, don't strain. Just reach it long, far from the body. Breathing into wherever the body notices the stretch most. You'll notice it's going to gravitate for your attention. And then as you inhale, friends, reach those hands up nice and high. And exhale back to where we started. Really nice. Swing those legs around. Meet me in table pose. So on the hands, on the knees, I'm going to ask you to start your traditional cat-cows while I get my hair into a really friendly yoga class style here. One that lets me see you rather than seeing the hair in my face. Not necessary. Now, if you forgot cat-cow, you're going to stack the palms under the shoulders, stack those knees under the hips. On your inhale, spread your fingers wide, pull the mat toward you, pull the heart through the biceps. Beautiful, full breath in here. And then as you exhale through the nose, round your spine, chin to chest. Press the mat away. Splay the shoulder blades far apart. Again, inhale. Coming back to your cow. Really feel from pubic bone through the crown, stretching. And then at your own pace, exhaling back to your cat. So just notice as you settle into the movement, as you settle into your body and into your breath, notice if you're moving with short, choppy motions. Notice if you're elongating the stretch. And if so, make sure the breath is guiding your pace and your depth. And wherever you're at, give me one more cat, one more cow. Good. And then coming back to a neutral spine. Checking in with the balance today. Press the mat away with the left palm. Reach for my right hand with yours, thumb facing up. Good. Now, if it feels appropriate, you're going to extend the left heel back. Toes may stay on the ground. Otherwise, engage the glute and extend. Can you get another inch longer? How about pressing out of the mat with that left palm? Beautiful. As you exhale, friends, elbow to knee, chin to chest, round your spine again. And then inhale, find your length right back to that extension where we started. Beautiful. Exhale again, elbow to knee, chin to chest. And last one here, extend, big breath in. Exhale back to where we started. How about a cat-cow? Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Really nice to release. Give me one more. Why not, friends? It's Tuesday. Inhale, arch. That's going to be my reasoning for everything today. If you're wondering, why did she say that? It's Tuesday. Round. And then come back to neutral. Let's take it into that second side. Inhale, left hand reaches for mine. If that feels good, keep your hips, shoulders even. Right toes will tuck on the mat or extend. And then moving in slow motion here. Exhale, elbow to knee, chin to chest. Notice the drishti follows the fingers of that extended arm. Exhale, round. Inhale, give me one more. When you're ready, exhale. Really draw the navel into the spine. Keep it there as you inhale, extend. Exhale back to neutral. Really nicely done. Let's start to circulate those hips, hula the hips. For my Hawaiian friends joining today, circle those hips, really spreading the fingers wide. really getting in tune with the front of the hips, the sides of the hips, the outer hips. And then when you feel ready, join me in the other direction. So I really like to think here of organic movement. So you might even get the shoulders involved, the head, the neck, wherever you might be feeling resistance. You might even feel this through the jaw. Switch the tongue in your mouth, sway the jaw. You might even find yes and no motions with the head and neck. You might want to go the first direction we went. And then eventually swaying those hips side to side without any agenda, without any expectation. Just find the body moving in one slow movement. And then just feeling into the wrists. So I want you to think now, drawing a figure 8 with the shoulders. So if you need a visual, remember I'm up here. So I'm swaying from side to side, but I'm taking my shoulder up toward the midline of the mat, then externally toward the outer edges, just hitting my wrists at a different point on the mat. Notice how something new, even if it's just with me cueing it, just notice how that affects your breathing pattern. Notice if you're trying to get it right, or can you just let go into the moment? Go ahead, come back to center when you're ready. Inhale, arching into cow, really pull the mat toward you. Pull the heart through those biceps, and exhale, rounding into cat shape. Come back to that neutral table position, and just a little bit of wrist work here. So externally rotate the fingers, so turn them out. Fingertips are going to face the knees. Your thumbs are going to face the outer edges. And now remember those figure 8s I just cued? Can you try those? So again, moving gently without expectation. Now, if just going side to side feels better for you, do that. I like to be playful in my practices, then I bring that into our classes. I was playing around, just seeing how could I get into those forearms? How could I get into those wrists? Because I know a lot of you, just from chatting with you, I know a lot of you are texting a lot, right? You're typing a lot, you're writing a lot. My teacher friends out there, my engineers, I know who you are. I just want to make sure we're getting into those opportunities to find openness. Now come back to center. And now draw big circles, like you're taking your heart around your fingertips and around the wrists. Can you spread your fingers a little wider? Can you notice how you're placing more weight likely into the heels of the hands? Change directions. You can always take a rest whenever you need to. That might mean taking the hands off the mat. Breathing. This is like yoga for the wrists, yoga for the forearms. I know if it's your first time, I get it. Sitting back onto the heels, take a moment, shake out those wrists, roll the shoulders, any organic movement. Just try not to lose that ujjayi breath. And then wave to me. Remember, if you have a little toddler at home, hello, hello. I do not, my dogs do not wave to me. I have not trained them that yet. Circle those shoulders, whatever direction feels good. And now we're gonna get right back into the wrist work. We only have 2 more hand placements. So feel free to revisit any of them that we've done so far if that feels more appropriate. Now the next one, turn your fingers to the midline and then really spread your fingers apart. Think of yourself like a bulldog and then press the mat away and find a locking out of the elbows if you can. And you might feel heavy in your shoulder girdles, really press away and then soften your elbows ever so slightly. When you feel ready, find the ujjayi breath and then draw those big circles again. We're gonna go in both directions. The key here is that you wanna feel the weight distributing from the fingertips, from the outer edges of the palms to the heel of the hand and the inner or thumb edges of the palms, changing direction. Now, I know you probably can't see it on your screen, but my arms are trembling. The reason being is I'm pressing that mat so hard away from my body. I really want to get into the carpals, and this helps prevent arthritis, all those good things we don't want to deal with. And then when you're ready, friends, you can sit back on the heels, or our favorite, we're going to come back to where we started, flip one palm at a time skyward. And then you're going to press all the way down through. Now, if you can see my hand, I'm not going to press through the just the fingers. I'm going to press my top of my wrist is all the way down. Now, if you're doing both at once, that means your arms are straight. Turn the eyes of the elbows forward. If the arms are bent, do one at a time. One palm facing the mat, one palm facing up, and you're going to start those circles. So I'm demoing one at a time with a bent arm. That's okay. And so you'll notice your thumb fingernail of the palm that's facing upward is likely in the air. Press it down. Eventually changing directions of the circles, finding your breath, find your smile here. We don't want to create premature wrinkles. My friends that are doing both at once, arms are straight. It'll look like this. Breathing. Have you changed palms yet? Do so if you're doing one at a time. You'll then take those rotations in both directions. Each rotation larger than the last. Take a break. Remember, if this is your first time or first time in a while, this is not for the faint of heart. I get it. Take a deep breath in wherever you're at. Make sure both palms have faced the sky at some point. And now let's gently sit to the heels. Roll the shoulders down and back. I see you waving at me, Farah. Hello, friend. Let's wave. Thanks. She's always intuitive. She always knows where I'm going with this. And then shake it off. Taylor Swift, anyone? Shake it. How about that old song, Shake It Like a Polaroid Picture? Oh my gosh, I'm off the charts today with these songs. All right, ready? Let's come back to table pose. Spread your fingers wide, tuck your toes as you inhale. Send those sit bones up and back. Exhale, heels down toward or to the mat. First down dog. Now let's walk our dog. So as you inhale, bend one knee, send the opposite heel to the mat, and then the other. Now, as you continue to press the mat away, start to engage those hips in the direction of the straight leg. So remember, I'm here if you prefer taking a look. It's been a minute since you've been in the down dog position. And if at any time that inversion does not work for you, come back to table, hands and knees. And then if you can, work those legs towards straight. Just sway your hips side to side. Make sure you're gripping the mat with your fingertips, noticing the weight distribution, and then fine-tuning. Spiral your triceps inward toward your ears, and then send them up to the sky. You're going to feel a deeper inhale. Draw the belly in. And as you exhale, find yourself coming into high plank. Good. Now we'll be glad we did that wrist work. Now remember, if plank doesn't work, knees down. Just as valuable, rest as needed. Exhale back to down dog. And then inhale to high plank. Option to lower the knees here. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to plank. Give me a few more of these, moving at your own pace. Whatever you're doing with your body, make sure you just feel like you're creating space. We want to go to the edge of our comfort zone, a little beyond. We don't want to injure ourselves. So really important to keep that in mind. And then as you exhale in your next down dog, meet me there. And then walk the hands back to your feet. Your feet are going to be hips width. Your knees can be bent. Legs can be straight. Hands could be resting here on blocks or just taking ragdoll arms. So opposite hand to opposite elbow. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. And now can you take your dristi between the knees? Elbows, crown of the head, heavy to the earth, sit bones light as a feather lifting skyward. Feel gravity taking over here. Breathe into your back body. And then if it's appropriate for your practice today, begin to sway the body nice and gentle. Remember to breathe, then move the physical body. The breath always guides our movement. It's the foundation of our practice. And then release those arms, lock. As you inhale, reach the arms wide, nice flat back on the way up. Send those hips to the front of your yoga mat, reach upward, and then exhale, palms to heart center. Really nice. Find yourself toward the front of your yoga mat, and you're gonna stand center and bring your big toes to touch. Relax the shoulders down and back, hip points, reach up to the ribs. This is gonna turn on those hamstrings, those quads and the glutes. Stay nice and firm through the low body. Squeeze that imaginary dollar bill between the legs. Y'all know I'm a big spender. Bring those palms together. Clasp your palms. Extend your forefingers. As you inhale, friends, squeeze those legs together. Squeeze the palms together. Reach skyward. Good. Now, as you exhale, send the thumbs toward the back of your mat. So a nice stretch through the front body. Engage your quads. Stay like this. And then as you exhale, shift the hips to the right. Reach for the back left corner of your yoga mat. Good. Breathe into the right side obliques. And with each exhale, going a little deeper into the side bend. Now, I know we're still warming up, so just working just outside the edge of your comfort zone. Are you breathing? I hope so. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, other side. So send the hips to the left. I want you to reach not only for the right side of your space, but for the back right corner of your yoga mat. Notice how that feels through the front of the hip, the side of the hip. Another breath. Keep the chin away from the chest. Inhale, tall. Exhale, swan dive all the way down. Now you might find your feet coming about hips distance here. That's okay. Inhale, Ardha halfway. Press through the shins. And then exhale, plant your palms right under the shoulders, step, float, or hop it back to your plank pose. Remember your options to modify. Exhale, slow chaturanga. Inhale, cobra shape, knees to the mat. Pull your heart through, relax your shoulders back. Press firmly through the tops of the feet. And now grow through the length of the back, the front, the sides of the mat. Another breath here in cobra shape. And then friends, exhale, tuck your toes, send those sit bones up and back. Back to down dog. Let's walk our dogs again. Hopefully feeling a little warmer than when we started. Find some yes and no motions in the head and neck. Even releasing the jaw. I like to do that by swaying the jaw side to side. I keep the Ujjayi breath. Now I know we're all advanced yogis here, and all that really means is advanced breath. So at the bottom of your exhale, let's bend the knees, sit bones to heels, look between the hands, step, walk, or float, feet to palms. Same inhale, Ardha, halfway extend, beautiful. And then exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, send those hips to me and reach. Exhale, palms to heart center. Good. Breathe into your shoulders, broaden that heart space. Now, once again, bring those big toes to touch. We are going to repeat that side body stretch, but I'm going to give you one option to go deeper. Option to go deeper is going to be right foot behind the left, crisscross those feet, and then squeeze those inner thighs together. Right foot crosses behind the left. Palms hit heart center. When you find your foundation, clasp the palms, extend the forefingers, inhale, reaching high. Good. Now, as you exhale, shift the hips to the right, reach to the left. That's going to take that side body stretch a little deeper. So you might not go as far to the side, but you will go deep with that breath guiding you. Deep breath in and out. Inhale back to center. Exhale, release the arms, unravel the cross of the legs. If you're going to join me on the second side, guess what? Opposite foot comes behind. So left behind the right. Squeeze those inner thighs together. And if you find halfway through this isn't working, you're just going to bring the big toes to touch. Nice and tall. You're going to feel the left hip wants to go back. Send it forward. Squeezing everything to the midline. Join the palms. Clasp, extend the forefinger. Inhale up. And as you exhale, hips to the left. Reach for the back right corner of that glorious yoga mat. You're going to see my arms are straight, chin is away from the chest. We're doing the best we can. You already showed up today. You know that's the hardest part, right? Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to deepen. And then inhale all the way up. Unravel the legs, friends. Exhale, swan dive. Forward folds, coming back into that beautiful vinyasa. Inhale, Ardha, halfway. Lengthen your spine here. Turn the quads on. Exhale, plant the palms, find your plank pose. And then slow chaturanga, dandasana, all the way down to the belly this time. I don't want to trick you. And then right into shalabhasana, locust shape. Reaching back, Fingers, toes, reaching for the back of your mat. Draw your navel into the spine. Press the pubic bone firmly in to the mat. Exhale, relax. Third eye to the mat. Take a deep breath in and release. And because it's Tuesday, one more deep breath in. Notice how that surrender feels through the body. Good. Can you join the hands at your low back? If you can, squeeze the shoulder blades, palms together. And then pubic bone presses in. Reach knuckles, toes for the back of your mat. Shalabhasana, just another variation. Take another deep breath in, maybe another front rib off the mat. Exhale, release. Feel the surrender as you inhale, bend your knees, and then just sway the feet from side to side. I like to flex the feet. Think of windshield wipering the feet and breathe into your hips, breathe into your glutes and that pelvic region. Good. When you're ready, bring your big toes to touch, tuck the big toes. Hands are going to come next to the ribs. Pull the elbows back, shoulders away from those ears. Squeeze the elbows into the body. Inhale to either high plank or right into table pose. And then exhale, right back to down dog. Let's walk our dogs. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Checking in, noticing how you feel. I love taking that time to survey the body, just noticing how sensations may change. They'll come, they'll go. And then when you're ready, on your inhale, right heel reaches high. Exhale, step it through warrior two, front heel to back arch alignment. Good, really beautiful warriors. Send that right shin forward. Can I challenge you today? Step the foot a little closer to the front of your mat. Go deeper into the lunge. Good. Now take your right knee, reach it actively toward the upper right corner of your mat. You're going to feel the hip open and then extend the arms. Beautiful. Let's hold for 2 breaths here. And again. Good. Let's inhale, straighten that right leg. And then let's reverse Trikonasana. Spin that right palm to the sky. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, reach for the back wall. Let that left hand just trace down the back line of your leg. You could also reach for the right hip, just depending on what variation you choose. And then inhale back to neutral. Exhale, warrior two. Take a full breath, broaden your heart space, reach a little longer. And then, my friends, as you exhale, pinwheel the arms, frame that right foot, and then step it back to plank, maybe one-legged. You can exhale right to dog or through chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Knees may float here. Exhale, back to down dog. Take a deep breath in and release, just letting go of any remaining tension, resistance. And then let's do that second side. Inhale the left heel, reaching high. Exhale, step it through. Let's come into warrior two. I'm going to offer that same challenge. Can you step your foot a little forward? Maybe out of your comfort zone today. This is a great chance to try that. Left knee toward the upper left corner of the mat. Feel that inner thigh really engage. Holding for one more breath. Good. Inhale, straighten the legs. Turn the quads on. Create the action of pulling the feet toward one another. Inhale, left hand lifts up. And then reach it back. Reverse Trikonasana. Good. Take another breath. Even elongating the right side waist. Good. Exhale back to neutral. And then find your next breath, melting that left knee into the lunge. Back to your warrior two. As you exhale, pinwheel your arms, frame your left foot, step it back. You can exhale with me. I'm going to demo right back to down dog. Some of you, I know you're vinyasa warriors. You're taking that vinyasa. And exhale, release. Really nice. On your next inhale, right heel reaches high. Exhale, step it through low lunge. So left knee is going to come down, Anjaneyasana. Good. Hands could be to blocks here. You could also keep your fingertips to the mat. On your inhale, flex your foot. So raise the right toes for me. And then friends, as you exhale, keep your head and heart forward. Think of dragging that right sit bone back. You're gonna work to straighten the right leg and you're gonna feel the stretch through as we come into Ardha Hanumanasana. Half split. My hamstrings always agree with me that it's better than full split. I'm sure you might be with me, especially if it feels like a Monday. Take another deep breath. Now I want your back so flat here that I could place a water bottle and balance it between your shoulder blades. Remember, the blocks can help raise you up to make it friendlier for you. On your inhale, come back to the lunge. Good. Left hand is going to come down right underneath your shoulder. Right hand is going to reach up, open the heart skyward. Can you squeeze those inner thighs to the midline? Continue to press out of the left palm. Reach with that right hand all the way back for the wall behind you. Hug the right inner thigh to the midline. Feel the twist. Feel the stretch. Good. As you exhale, you're going to frame that right foot once again. We're coming back to that hamstring stretch. Inhale, flex the right foot. Grow roots through the heel. As you exhale, friends, shoulders stay forward, heart forward, and then just drag that right sit bone toward the back of your mat. You'll feel that stretch. The quad is engaged. If you need a break, keep the Ujjayi breath flowing. Just relax your foot. And then when you want to join that stretch again, engage. Really important to keep the breath flowing. On your inhale, come back to the lunge. Frame the right foot. This time, step the left foot up to meet the right, forward folds. Inhale, flat back, come all the way up. Reach, exhale, cactus shape the arms, lift the sternum, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Enjoy that stretch. And then exhale, palms to your sides. Beautiful. Inhale, circle the hands up high. Exhale, forward folds. Good. Inhale, Ardha, halfway extend. Now don't let me trick you. As we exhale, frame your left foot with your hands. Step the right foot back. Right knee comes down. Ah, low lunge, second side. Good. On your inhale, flex the left foot, grow roots through the heel. Keep the head and heart reaching. As you exhale, look at here. I'm just dragging that left sit bone toward the back of the mat. Make any adjustments as you need. Don't forget your props are there. Deep breath in. And remember, if you need a break on those hamstrings, relax your foot and then join us again by engaging. Find your breath. Good. On your inhale, come back to the lunge. Right hand will come to the mat right underneath the shoulder. Inhale, left hand reaches up high. Now you can stay right here or reach now back. I like to think of reaching where the wall meets the ceiling behind me, and I'm following my thumb on the extended arm. Hug that left inner thigh to the midline. Breathe into the twist and that opening sensation. As you exhale, frame the left foot and the right foot, or hand, excuse me, with the foot. Inhale, flex that left foot, grow roots, and then drag that sit bone back on the left side. Remember, nice flat back, belly toned, draw the navel in. Take another deep breath here. Good. As you find your inhale, come back to your lunge. Tuck your right toes, and you guessed it, step the right foot up to meet the left. Forward fold on the exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, palms to the heart. Give me one cleansing breath here. Inhale, circling up, reach, and exhale. Beautiful. Now coming into our balancing section, if you need a chair or a wall space, you might want to find yourself there now. We're just going to start out with a nice tree pose, Vrikshasana, standing on our right foot. You know all the variations. I'm demoing them. Heel to the inner ankle, foot below the knee joint, or that left foot above the knee joint. Just avoid pressing into your knee joint. Bring the palms to heart center. Take a few breaths here. Now we're going to go right into warrior three, same side. So you can extend the arms if you want the challenge, or keep the palms to heart center. So on your inhale, keep your left foot flexed, send it back to the wall behind you, toes facing downward, warrior three. Now, I like to keep a micro bend in that grounded knee. Option here to extend the arms. Biceps will be near the ears. Head to heel for some of us, parallel to the earth. As you inhale, come back to tree pose. Exhale, release it down. Gently shake out that right side. You got it. Really nicely done, checking in with the balance. So now you know what to expect. Let's really focus on the breath this second side. So left foot is our base, coming into Vrikshasana. I'm demoing all the variations. So do what works for you or what worked well on that first side. Can you feel a little taller as you press into that inner left thigh and resist? Feel the balance. And then finding your way with ease, flex that right foot, send the heel back, head, heel for some, parallel to the earth. Inwardly rotate that inner right thigh inward and up. For these last few breaths, you might extend the arms, warrior three. Feel the toning of the extended leg and the grounded. Inhale, right foot to meet the left. And exhale the hands down. Really nicely done. You ready for another balancing? Me too. You might want to grab a block. This block is going to go to the upper right-hand corner. We will eventually end up in half moon, and you'll see how and why soon. Please remember, if you're using a wall, have the wall on your right side if you can. Even if you're not looking at me, you know these poses. I will not be using a wall, but use it for any support needed. Grounded on the right foot. Let's start with a figure four. So cross that left ankle above the right knee, palms to heart center, and then take Utkatasana variation, a beautiful opening for that left hip. Keep your left foot flexed. Now this next one is optional, hand to knee. You'll take the knee out to the side or peace fingers around the big toe. Inhale, extend that leg straight out. Take a mudra with the right hand or the right hand to the wall. Now, how are we getting to half moon? Well, you're gonna maybe take it from here. Extend your left leg back, reach that right hand out, left hand to hip, and then hand to the block. Like your back is against a wall, extend that left hand, breathe. I love the variations I'm seeing. Back to tree pose, I said it. And left foot down, breathe, shake out that right side. Who said you needed to run 5 miles to get strength in your legs? I'm just saying. Upper left-hand corner with the block. Now I can also show you without the block. I see some of you though using the block, so I'm going to demo this side with it as well. Left leg nice and strong. Good, good. I'm seeing the hydration. Good for you, Denise. Palms to heart center. You're such a smart guy. I love it. Bring that ankle above the left knee. Sitting into Utkatasana, please remember, if this doesn't work for your body, then maybe today's not the day. Take the knee, reach it out to the side, or peace fingers, wrap that big toe, take it out. Good, feel strong, hug the hips in. Good, now I showed you from hand to knee, extending that left arm forward, right hand to hip. Think of your back against a wall, stack the right shoulder, stack the right hip, hand to block. This is what it'll look like without. Maybe today's the day, extend the right arm, breathing. Press through that grounded foot, back to tree pose. Release that foot down, shake it out. You made it. You can get rid of that block now. I know. Farah, you win the award for shakes. I love it. Wiggle, giggle, shake, shake. Some of you have a dark background, so you may be winning the award. I just didn't see. Beautiful. Come back to front center. How do you feel? Hopefully energized. Let's inhale, circle the arms up nice and tall. As you exhale, come into that forward fold. Bring those feet about hips width. Good. Now, hands are going to come in front of the feet, not touching, but about 12 inches or so. Coming into Bakasana option. You may use a block here. I don't demo with the block. So come up high onto the toes. Knees may come into the underarms. And now spread your fingers wide. Take your gaze about 12 inches in front of your hands. Your triceps become like tables, maybe balancing. One foot reaches up, maybe both. Bakasana, one of my favorites. Bring the toes down to the mat, sit bones to heels, squeeze those legs together, and nice yogi squat, palms to heart center. Breathing. Now remember, you could keep hands to the mat or blocks. Find another breath. Squeeze that imaginary dollar bill between your inner ankles, between the knees. I gave you $2 now. Big spender today. Imagine a cup of water balanced on your head, elevator all the way up, high on the toes. Exhale, heels down. Relax the arms. Really nicely done. Shake it out, friends. Take some moments, organic movement. We're going to get into the hips, the shoulders a little bit more. I'm going to take my feet about hips width here. Slight bend in the knees, hands to hips, relax the shoulders. Start to draw those big circles. We did this in table pose earlier. Now, just go with it like a big imaginary hula hoop. And then change directions. I've had some kind of running injury in my left hip. And I'm now on day 3 or 4 of not running. Guess what, friends? The hip is the same. I was hoping by now it would be better. Gotta love the 40s. Go ahead and sway those hips side to side. I know some of you, if you're over the 40s, you're damning me right now. I know though, I'm just saying, I'm new at these. And I'm really not new at the 40s. It feels like it. I almost told a lie there in my own yoga class. I didn't mean it, Peanut. All right, come back to center. Relax those hands. Inhale, shrug your shoulders for me. Shrug, shrug, shrug. Breathe in. Big breath out. Relax those shoulders. Good. And again, breathe in, shrug. Like those shoulders are going to go up higher than the ears. And then deep breath out. Relax the shoulders. Really nice. Keep your feet wide, a little wider than hips distance for me. Join the palms at your low back. Good. Now, you might keep your arms bent. I'm going to the side to show you. You could keep your arms like this. Now just squeeze your elbows and shoulder blades together. And now can you send your hip points up toward your ribs? Maybe if you're going to go ahead and straighten your arms, just trace the glutes down with the thumbs. I want you to feel this through the front body. I want you to feel this through the shoulders. Good. Now you're going to stay right here for some. Otherwise, hinge at your hips, come into a forward fold, take the knuckles overhead. You might even now look toward your navel and those knuckles will come heavy toward the earth. Breathing in and out of the nose. Feel the stretch. On your next breath, friends, bend your right knee, send the knuckles over to the right edge of your space. Your left leg will stay straight. Look over your left shoulder. Breathe into that stretch. You'll feel this through the shoulders, through that IT band. Inhale back to center. As you exhale through the nose, bend the left leg, send the knuckles over. Look over that right shoulder to the ceiling. Breathe. Good. Exhale back to center, straight legs. As you inhale, come all the way up. Send those hips forward, lift the heart. As you exhale, release the hands. Just take a few breaths here. Tadasana. If it's meant to be, it will find a way. Just reminding of you of today's mantra. Now we're going to come into Malasana. So if you have a yoga block, you want to place it right at the center of your mat underneath your sit bones. I'm not going to demo with the block today, but I'm going to take my feet the width of the mat. And then I'm going to turn my big toes off the mat about 45 degrees. Palms to heart center. Relax those shoulders. Keep that nice heart space broad and open. And then as you exhale, just slowly coming down. Think again of that elevator ride all the way down. You might stop halfway at the sumo squat, or elbows will connect to those inner thighs. See how that feels. Again, you could sit on that block. Now, for those that are feeling a little more open, you might walk those elbows in just a bit and then encourage the outer knees even closer to the wall behind you. Nice, long spine, breathing here. And then I like to press my palms together just to give that little extra opening. Nice. Breathe into the stretch. Good. Now on your inhale, imagine balancing that cup of water on your head. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale all the way back down. I know, I said it. Even after I said it, feels like a Monday. Your hips, your knees will thank me, I promise. Give me one more breath here. Good. Now, as you exhale, hands come down underneath the shoulders, start to lean forward, just step back into your plank pose. Take a full breath in your high plank, and then take your vinyasa, meeting me back in down dog. That might mean exhaling directly there. That might mean taking the vinyasa. Beautiful. Now on your next inhale, take that right heel, reach it high. Pigeon pose. So as you exhale, bring the knee behind the right wrist, flex foot behind the left. You can always use your blocks here. Bring that left leg back. Think of like the back leg as if it's in a split, extend it back. And really resist the mat with the contact points. Walk the hands back, stack them under the shoulders. Lifting up. If you have blocks, your hands might be on blocks. That always helps to bring the floor a little closer for support. You can stay here, my friends, or exhale, coming into sleeping pigeon. So as you do this, I hate when they say sleeping, right? Because I don't want you to feel that you're just relaxing here. This is a very active pose. So you can stay on blocks with the forearms or on the mat. Hug your right hip back. Send that left hip to me. You might even take that third eye down to the mat. Find your breath here. Feel free to be playful. Take mermaid pose. Add your twist. Anything that feels good for your body. Otherwise, just finding comfort. Breathing in, breathing out through the nose. The glorious breath working its magic on the hip, the knee, the ankle, the glutes. About 2 more breaths here. And then when you're ready, my friends, take your time, meet me back in proud pigeon. You're gonna stack those palms under the shoulders, tuck your left toes, keep your shoulders, hips even, and then just step it back into down dog. Start to walk your dog. You'll feel a nice release through the right leg. I feel this a lot through the knee joint. This pose is so great to help create space. So if you're a runner, a cyclist, any kind of activity, even a distance walker, speed walker, this is such a great posture. And when you're ready, on the next side, inhale the left heel, reach it high. And then as you exhale, take your pigeon pose. So that knee behind the left wrist, and then the flex foot behind the right. Remember, we're not looking for perfection, rather progress. Find your proud pigeon. Now, really trust me here. Hug the left hip back, send that right hip forward, relax the shoulders, feel the lifting through the sternum, and now you'll feel freedom in that pelvic region. Left foot stays flexed as always to protect the knee. As you exhale, hug the left hip back on the way down, coming all the way into your proud pigeon, or you can find sleeping pigeon. Breathing here in through the nose, out through the nose. This is always a great time for the mind to wander. So invite yourself back to the present moment. Notice the sensations in the body. Notice your breath. And then when you're ready, my friends, press back up to your proud pigeon. Spread your fingers wide, tuck your right toes, and then just step it back into your down dog. Take some time here. Walk your dog, yes and no motions with the head and neck. Don't forget to deepen the breath in order to deepen the shapes of the body. And then coming back to the right side, on your inhale, right heel reaches high. Exhale, stack your right hip and then bend the knee. So you're gonna enjoy this stretch, like I hung a weight from your right big toe, pressing the mat away. Now you can start to add those beautiful circular motions in both directions with the knee, or you can flip your dog, finding wild thing. So that right foot will find the floor behind. For some, press your hips up, and then that right hand takes a mudra, reaches overhead. Pressing your hips upward, breathing into that front body stretch. And then when you're ready, back to three-legged, right foot reaches, right hand down, lower The right foot to meet the left. Let's take that left side. Inhale, left heel high. Stack your hip, bend the knee. Enjoy that stretch. Find those rotations or flip your dog. If you've never done Wild Thing, today might not be the day to try it. If you don't like the rotation of the hip, just enjoy that original stretch. When you're ready, friends, left hand down, left heel high. Lower the foot down. And if you'd like, take your last vinyasa with me of class today, inhaling to plank. Exhale, slow chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, let's take child's pose. So with child's pose, knees can be the width of the mat or together, big toes to touch. And then just shimmy that rib cage between the inner thighs. Extend your arms long. If your shoulders have had enough, draw the elbows closer to the knees. So there's no right or wrong here. Just feel the rhythm of the breath, guiding the pace, working to slow the heart rate down. Gaining wisdom from Mother Earth as the third eye connects. Soften your face. Draw the navel into the spine. And then gently pressing up. Bring your legs around as we come to my favorite part of class. Slowly find your way to your back. You'll hear me say that if you take classes, maybe you'll adopt it as your favorite part of class too. Why not, right? Now, as you come out to your back, go ahead and cross the right ankle above the left knee once again, that figure 4 option. Right hand will connect to the right inner thigh, gently helping it to open with each passing out breath, or take those hands, join them behind your left hamstring. You can extend the left heel skyward, get that hamstring stretch, or you could keep the leg bent. And in this variation, the right elbow will connect to the inner thigh. You could start to sway here side to side. This is a great way, just like pigeon pose. This is just pigeon in the supine position or on the back. Good, and then release the cross of the legs, and then take that second side. So that left ankle above the right knee, keep your foot flexed, left palm or left elbow. You decide which variation works best for you. And then you might find that swaying motion just helps to alleviate any remaining tension, trapped emotion, anything that might be in that gateway section of the body, the hips, pelvic region, low back. And then releasing the cross, go ahead and take the feet the width of the mat, and then just drift the legs over to the right side. Go ahead and cactus shape your left arm into the mat. So a 90-degree angle, elbow straight out from the shoulder, wrist above the knee, press the top of the hand and forearm in. Let your left inner thigh be heavy toward the mat. Now you'll feel a beautiful stretch again in the outer left hip through the left oblique. You could also now cross the right ankle to the outside of your left leg. And now just let the weight of the right leg and gravity help to increase that stretch. Tell your hips to let go here, just surrendering effort from the body. Let the fingers on your left hand curls, relax. Good, and then unravel. Go ahead and keep the feet the width of the mat and windshield wiper the knees side to side. Give me a few rounds of those. Notice how it might feel different from earlier in our practice when we did this. And then coming back to the second side, feet still the width of the mat, drift the legs over to the left. You're gonna cactus that right arm. We're starting with effort again, right inner thigh heavy to the earth. And if it feels good, you'll stay here or cross that left ankle to the outer right thigh, and now relax the hips. Let the weight of that left leg and gravity do all the work. And the more you anchor the right shoulder blade into the mat, you'll feel that beautiful opening through the pecs, through the right oblique, through the hip. And then as you exhale, unravel one more round of that, swaying side to side with the knees. And then bring the knees into the chest. And then take the left leg, cross it over the right leg. Once or twice, drift the legs over to the right. It's coming into a nice twist. Your right arm can just rest on the outer left thigh. Left arm just reaches gently away from the body. If you want more, cactus shape the left arm like we just did. And then just complete surrender of your body. Relax your toes, your hips, your thighs, the glutes. Deep breath in. Good. As you exhale, unravel the twist. And then again, bring the knees into the chest. And then you could just let the legs drift over to the left side. The right leg will stack or cross the right leg over the left leg once or twice. That right arm reaches gently away. And then just coming to that place of surrender, taking a few breaths here. These last few moments of the Ujjayi breath, cleansing and nourishing the body, the mind, the spirit. And then slowly unravel. Take any final postures that you may need for your practice. Otherwise, exhale all the air. Bring the knees into the chest. And then as you inhale, friends, bring the nose to the knees. Squeeze the legs in. Stretch the back of the neck. Relax the shoulders down. And with a big sigh, extend your arms, your legs. If you have a small towel, cover the eyes. Natural breath returns as we come into our final relaxation, a well-deserved Shavasana. Relax the tongue away from the roof of the mouth. Let the eyes roll back into the sockets. If it's meant to be, it will find a way. Let's take a moment to breathe into the entire body, the longest breath of class. And with the out breath, just releasing a big sigh, letting it all go. Gently invite some small movements back to the body. Toes, fingers, sway your jaw. And then when you feel ready, as you inhale, reach your arms overhead, stretch your body. Point your toes, rejuvenate. And as you exhale, one last hug of the knees into the chest. And sway side to side, massage your low back. And then slowly rolling to one side. Arm as a pillow. Just taking this moment to tell yourself thank you. for connecting, slowing down, finding the rhythm of your breath. When you're ready, gently press up to seated. As you find a comfortable seat, palms come to heart center, slight bow of the head. Thank you so much for letting me guide your practice today. I hope you feel better than when you started, friends. And don't forget, whatever might be weighing on you, if it's meant to be, it will find a way. Look forward to seeing you again on Thursday. Namaste. And don't forget, Thursday, we have our yoga and meditation. Looking forward to it, friends. And I forgot to mention Saturday, don't forget our foam rolling workshop. Let me know if you're coming. I'll see you on Thursday. Aloha and namaste.